Hi roommaters, here we are again. This is your language lesson for today. We have a new letter, a last letter. We have no more letters after this. Anyone can guess what it is? X. Yeah, I know you're wondering, we already had a letter yesterday, Q, but for some reason we have 2 letters in 1 week just to finish them up. Yeah, so here's X. So my story about X, I don't have a puppet, sorry. I just have to tell you a story. There was this castle, and the king of the castle wanted it to be very safe. So he had a guard. The guard's name was Rex. And Rex's job was to guard the door of the castle. Well, that meant he guarded people coming in, and he also guarded people going out. So have you ever heard of the word exit? I think you have. Even in our classroom in room 8, if you look up at the doors inside, it says exit. You know that means go through. This is where you exit the room. This is how you go out of the room or in the room. Exit. In movie theaters, I have exits. Most places have exits. Well, Rex was the guard for the exit door. Well, Rex loved his name, Rex. And he loved the sound of Rex. So he came up with the idea that nobody got to go through that door until they showed him the sound of X. So here's the poem. I hope I can say it just right. Here is Rex, the exiting X. He stands to guard the door. And the only way to get past Rex is to say the sound of X. X, 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 X. That's pretty easy, isn't it? That this is the new sound, the last sound. X, X, X. So I'm going to give you a few words, and then you're going to give me the sound, movement sound for X. And by the way, you're going to notice that the sound of X always is coming at the end of the word. Okay, ready? Let me get my words here ready. Box. X, X, X. Fox. X, X, X. Axe. X, X, X. Wax. X, X, X. Fix. X, X, X. And there's some more, but you know there are not very many words with X. And it's really, really hard to find words that start with X. Can anybody think of an animal that starts with X? Really hard. Well, I've got my animal book here that we sometimes look at with letters of the alphabet, certain animals. I don't know if you guessed this. Most of you probably didn't. I wouldn't have. So for X, it's the X-ray fish. The X-ray fish. We like to swim around in shoals, and any food will do us. Oh yes, we're called the X-ray fish, as you can see right through us. I wanted to know, some of you know a lot about deep sea fish. Is there such a thing as an X-ray fish? I think some of you might know about that. You know what? I want to tell you, in studying about the ocean, we are going to be studying fish pretty soon, and we'll learn about deep sea fish too. So we'll do some research and find out if there really is. I think there must be, but let's read the poem again. We like to swim around the shoals, and any food will do us. Oh yes, we're called the X-ray fish, as you can see right through us. See that? You can see right through these fish. You can see their vertebrae and all their vertebrae and their spines. Okay, so now the next thing with X is another word in a sign language book. They had to come up with an animal that started with X, and they didn't use X-ray fish. This is another one no one ever can guess. I'll show you what it is. Okay, here's the picture. I know, it just looks like a lizard, right? Here's the sign language. That's X. We're going to sing the sign language song soon for X. But the name of this lizard is a very strange word most of us haven't heard of. It's called the Xenosaurus. It's a species of the Xenosauridae, probably not saying that what means crocodile lizard family. Xenosaurs live in Central America. Here, I'll put the picture up while I'm reading it. No, I won't. It'll be quick. It's too hard to do that. They live in the Central America and southern China. They're nocturnal lizards, and they're rarely seen. Now, you remember what nocturnal means, right? Xenosaurs eat insects and live mainly under tree roots and in rocky crevices. The female generally gives birth to litters of 3 live young. So, that's the Xenosaur. And the word Xenosaur, if you can see it here, it actually starts with an X. It doesn't sound like X. You know, what about the word xylophone? It starts with an X, but it doesn't say X. Z. So, you know, the American alphabet is kind of confusing. Sorry about that. I wanted to show you, since now we have all the letters. This is X. I'm going to show you this sign language book. It's really pretty, and I don't think we've ever looked at it before now that we've done the whole alphabet. Okay? It'll be a little slow, but you follow along with me. Okay? And I want you to do the signs. I'm not going to show you. You have to remember. Wait, maybe I'll fix it so you can see it. Let me turn this light off. There, that's better. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, here's the G, H, I, J, see the jackrabbit, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Oh, I have to stop for a second. Last week I wasn't sure if I remember the Q. Q. See? Q is your thumb and your pointer. Q. Where was I? Forgot my place in the alphabet. Let's do R. Almost at S. S. T. U. Sea urchin. V. It's a vixen. Not a fox, it's a vixen. W. X. There's the X. The Xenosaurus. Y. You know what a yak is. And Z. Now I never will forget how to sign the alphabet. Great book, huh? Wow, isn't that amazing? We've gotten through all the letters of the alphabet. And we learned all the signs. Now I want you to remember that you should be practicing these, because if we get a chance, I'm going to sign some, you know, some words. I could even do that now, but you know, I didn't plan it, but I'm going to. So I want you to remember the signs, because then you can read. I can sign words for you and you can read them, okay? Now, let's see if there was anything else about X that I wanted to do. I think now we're going to move on to our new theme, oceans. And our mammal of the day, we did whales yesterday. today is dolphins. And I had some different things I wanted to show you about dolphins, okay? So today you're going to hear a story by Miss Addie, a really great story about some dolphins. I just brought this book here. It has, you know, a really nice page. I can't read you a whole book right now. I can just read you little parts. But this is a fun book because it's one of those has flaps. Flaps are fun. Now, it says right here, under the sea, it's a different world. Dolphins are some of the friendliest animals that live there. Here's a mother dolphin with her baby. Lift the flap to see her. Talk to it. Click, squeak. Dolphins speak using clicks, squeaks, and squeals. We're going to talk more about that in a second. Baby dolphins stay with their mothers until they are about 3 years old. Let's look at this page. The dolphin says, watch this. Dolphins love to play. They can swim so fast that they jump right out of the sea. They flip over midair and dive right back into the water. Sometimes dolphins chase each other for fun. They like to swim beside boats too. You can see them leaping in and out of the water. Dolphins breathe air just like we do. They swim up to the surface for air. They can breathe as fast as you can blink, then they dive back down again. Dolphins live in groups. They help each other look after the babies. So, remember about the click and the whistle and squeak it said? Okay, so now I'm going to do a different video with a song, a new song, and also a poem about dolphins. And I'll do the blue whale again so that you can listen to it more times and learn the poems. Okay, so that'll be our song video for today. But let me tell you about the project. Okay, so remember yesterday you colored some pictures of whales, and today, of course, it's dolphins. But we also have a sea otter picture because tomorrow we're going to talk about sea otters, and we might not get a chance tomorrow to color the picture. So I'm going to send a sea otter picture and a dolphin, but I want to tell you, you also can go online. I'll put a link there and draw your own dolphins. I'd like to put the challenge for some of you to do that. And I'd also like to remind you, with these pictures, I really want you to take your time. Color them beautifully, and I don't know what kind of crayons you have at home, but remember how we use the side of the crayon to make the ocean around the animals. Really smooth, soft blue color around your animals. You're allowed to color them realistically or from your imagination. It's okay with me. And we always write sentences with our pictures. These are all going to go in a book. By the way, when you finish your whale and your dolphin pictures, put them in the manila folder because we're going to save them and make a book out of it. So keep track of them. So every picture has to have a sentence, and your parent can write the first part for you to copy. It would say, the dolphin is, or dolphins are, whatever the beginning of your sentence is. Or some of you can write that yourself, but many of you like to copy that part. And then the next word, you be daring and you write it by yourself. You can say something the dolphin does or how it looks. You can give a verb, what it does. You can get an adjective describing it. Some of you can even write a longer sentence. I'm going to put the challenge to some of you because I want you to spend some time with this and not just do it quickly. I'd like to suggest that some of you could even do a little research on dolphins and write a few sentences on the back or below it about dolphins, okay? Don't hurry through it. Make a really nice book. All right, you also, for your project today, are going to be working on some sight words. And I know some of you are still working hard on the sight words, and some of you already know them. So if you already know the sight words, then I'm going to ask you to do a little more work, extra work on your ocean books. Okay? That's the deal. All right. I'll see you really quick I'm going to change to the song video now.